This probably looks a little familiar to you. As I said in my video that I just got finished shooting, we came here last week to Gateway Toyota to see all the 2024 Toyota Tundras. I didn't know they'd be getting 2025 so soon. So today we got ourselves a good amount of 2025s to check out. So this is the first dealership in my area with 2025. So that's exciting. That means from now on, we're slowly going to add more and more each time we go to the lots. Hopefully by next week or the week after, we're completely loaded up on 2025 Tundras. So there are a few here. They're mixed in with the 2024s. I'll give you a taste of them today, and then tomorrow, check it out. Chad, good morning. And yeah, I'll save a little meat on the bone for tomorrow, as they say. Andrew, how you doing? Dash, what's going on? So thank God we came here yesterday, or excuse me, last week. JP, what's up, buddy? Because I walked all the 2024s, and now they didn't put the 2025s like on the end. Erwin, what's going on? The 2025s are kind of sprinkled in here. For instance, here's a good one. This is perfect. This is a perfect scenario for making a video for you guys. Russ, what's going on, buddy? This is a 2024 SR5 TRD Off-Road Celestial Silver. This is a magnetic gray 2025 with the same setup. Now, they're both low end. Raphael, how you doing? Dave, what's up? They're both the 8-inch screen and the fabric seats, okay? Good morning, everybody signing on. It is good to see you. West Palm Beach, must be nice there. It's like 40 degrees here, and that's why there's moisture all over everything. But when it comes to the low-end SR5 like this, there's not a lot different for 2025. If you go high-end SR5, you get the tailgate that is power up, down. But the low-end 2025 SR5 is pretty much the same thing. I mean, there might be small things here or there. Like, for instance, I can show you one thing in the back. I mean, this is just one of those visual cues. Doesn't matter or anything, but, you know, you guys like to see this kind of stuff. So this is a 2024. You see where the 4x4 badge is? Okay, pay attention, mental picture. And then on a 2025, they lowered it down to the lower part. So where it curves down, that's where the 4x4 is now. That's one difference, small difference, but that's one thing. So on the lower end stuff, there's not a lot going on that's different. SR5 does now get a power driver seat finally for like the first time in history. It's always been manual in low end SR5. In the 2023 that I had, that was more of a high end SR5 that had a power driver seat, but in the low end SR5, you now get the power driver seat. Also, I should mention this, which I didn't mention in my video because this is like 2 blocks from my house. I didn't have any coffee yet, which is a bad move. You're not going to be able to really see it too well. Black headliner. There are now black headliners in 2025 on all Tundras. No more gray headliners. See if I can get a better view this way. Because the sun, moisture. You guys always tell me to get a squeegee. I may listen to you because it's becoming a pain and it's becoming winter. So you can kind of see the black headliner there, right? 30 off-road, locking rear diff, multi-terrain select crawl control. Joel says, good morning, Mark. Cool up here in New Hampshire. Perfect fall weather. You know what that reminds me of, Joel? Back in 2001, I went to the NASCAR New Hampshire race that they postponed because of 9/11, and it was the day after Thanksgiving. And it was like it is today, where it was cold, but not as cold as it can be, but everything was soaking wet, including the bleachers. I don't know, when you said New Hampshire, that made me think of that. That was a great racetrack. This SX, Juan, how you doing? Good morning, is actually one of the 2025s as well. So again, power driver seat, black headliner, but everything else on this is gonna be the same deal. But we love the SX. $300 add-on appearance package. Takes away all the badging. But again, you can see, this is a good way to see it because we're not up against a wall. See, the 4x4 is really low. And on this 2024, it's up high. I know that's a small, stupid thing, but hey, I'm pointing it out to you. Scott says 7:30 because I always ask what time is it. Another 2025 here, and this is a nice one. We'll walk this in detail tomorrow. I already did the video. 6.5 foot bed, limited. Crew Max, of course, TRD Off-Road. Don't forget, for 2025, you cannot get the double cab limited anymore. Discontinued. So that's a nice one. And I'll show you one more down here, sprinkled in among all the 2024. So there's still a lot of 2024s. And to be honest with you, if you were thinking about getting a 2024 over a 2025, going into these last few months is going to be the way to do it, because I know for a fact these dealerships want to get rid of these 2024s to make room. And I looked at the website before I came out here this morning. Gateway Toyota in Toms River, New Jersey is where we are today. Good morning, everybody signing on. They have a lot of 2025s in transit or in build phase. So look, I don't know if you guys remember. If you've been around my channel a long time, you will definitely remember this. We used to come here back in the 2017, 2018, 2019. And it was always filled with Tundras, and it was always filled with Tacomas, and there used to be Camrys down there. All right, well, it hasn't been looking like this in ages. So production is back up to normal, and they got to make room for these vehicles. Over there is loaded with used and everything, but down here in the new car section, it's pretty much loaded up. Behind this building, they have a huge like overflow lot, but they're gonna wanna put these Tundras up front, because around me, these Tundras sell pretty well, especially this dealership. Usually they move Tundras in and out. Now this is a lot of inventory they got at the end of the year, and I noticed that they had like 2024s in maybe like late August that were, you know, in build phase still. And they were coming in like a high number, and that's what they're seeing here now. But 2025s are coming, so if you're looking for a great deal, check your local area. Some dealerships will give great deals, some won't. So you got to look around a little bit. Here's the 2025 Platinum. Beautiful. What's different for the Platinum in 2025? Well, I can answer that question for you. It's a few simple things. Number one, standard power. Black headliner was always there in the Platinum anyway, but yep, once again, all Tundras get the black headliner for 2025. And on the inside, you get standard massaging seats. So the massaging seats are only available on 1794, Platinum, and Capstone, and they're standard. You don't get an option. They're coming with it no matter what. And that's the big difference when it comes to the high trim. Like I said, 2025 was not a year of a lot of change or a lot of add-ons. They did small things. The big package add-on, we always see one package get added on every year. I notice the TRD Rally package, which I can't wait to show you guys. I'm gonna do a video on that. I still don't know how I feel about the Rally package. There is no second gens except that one I filmed last week, that Smoked Mesquite 1794 all the way down at the end. Is Gateway a good dealership to do business with in your opinion, or are they one of the dealerships sticking on gigantic prices over MSRP? I have bought 2 or 3 over time, and a Tacoma, my first Toyota I bought from here. And they were great then. As far as now, they do have addendum stickers. I don't know if they honor them as far as, you know, when you're making a deal, if you can eliminate them or not. But from my experiences, it was a good time, but it's been a long time. So I will say this, I kind of go by the way the trends locally are. And locally, people use, you know, they don't do what we do on the channel where we go around to Pennsylvania and all these other dealerships. They pretty much buy from here. There's 3 around me. There's here, there's Lakewood, the other one we film. And then you could go up to Monmouth County, and there's a few up there. Shore Toyota down south. But I really think it depends. But they do move Tundras, they move Tacomas, they move a lot of vehicles here. So I'm going to say it's not a terrible experience, or else you'd see these vehicles on the lot all the time. And we will continually check to see if these things move, but I can tell you, as someone who drives by this dealership every single day, and every time I drive by to go where I got to go, I pull in to see the Tundras, and usually they're moving pretty fast. And I also hate that I see one on like a Tuesday, and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to film that this Sunday, and it's already gone. So I'm saving a couple 2025s to show you tomorrow, because there are a few more here, and some of them have a couple differences that I really want you to see. Again, nothing crazy for 2025. I've made a bunch of videos on the 2025 Tundra. There isn't anything nuts, but just small little features to see here and there. And we're gonna start to see these 2024s go and lots filled with the 2025. And then I wanna start paying attention to how the deals are when it comes to all the different lots we go to in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, see where the deals are. The incentives have already started. I live near Toyota, but they're kind of vultures over there. And I go to Turnersville for service. Heard good things about Holman. Okay, so Turnersville, I know a guy there. They seem very good. They actually are created by Penske, which is the same automotive group that owns this place. So Turnersville and here are kind of the same thing. And Holman, everybody loves Holman. I will give you one quick story about Holman Toyota. Holman Toyota was the only dealership around here during COVID that didn't mark up. So everybody holds them in high regards. As people used to say, we're not going to forget who did the markups and who didn't. Holman did not do markups. So Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we'll call that a live stream. There are a lot of trucks here. I guess we'll do a which one you taking home. We'll go through each of them. But I'm not going to go all the way down to the end because I don't want to give away my gem for tomorrow. 2025 SX. That is a low-end SR5. We have the 2024 Limited Nightshade. We have the 2025 Limited TRD Off-Road. I should probably go like this because the sun... We'll start here. We'll leave the few at the end there. So we have 2024 SR5s with SX on it. We have the one from last week, which is the Blueprint Nightshade. That's a nice one there. Limited, of course. Another SX. We have an SR5. Which one are you taking home? Put it down in the comments. We did the comparison here. Celestial Silver TRD Off-Road SR5. Magnetic Gray. Chris, what's up, buddy? I'm glad you love the walk-arounds. Yep, 2025s are here, pal. Tomorrow you'll see a way more in-depth walk-around. This is kind of like a pre-show. That's why I always do these live streams. It's like, hey, good morning, happy Sunday. Here's what you're gonna see tomorrow. That's the whole point. And then when I get done with you guys here, I'm filming a video for Wednesday. So since you're here, I'll tell you what, there are 14 likes on this and 55 of you. If we can get the likes to 30, I'll tell you what my special video for Wednesday is going to be that I'm about to go film when I'm done here. But that's up to you. You have until I get down to the other side of the slot. If there's 30 likes, I'll tell you what the video will be. So a lot of Tacomas. There are 2024s down there, Tundra. Are you guys still there? I'm having connection troubles all of a sudden. We'll see if we're still going. Are we there? Give me a thumbs up if we're still going. Looks like issue, and I don't know. I was just about to tell you what my video is going to be. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I finished filming my video here. I'm now going to go film Chevy, Ford, and Dodge. We're going to take a look at some of the pricing behind the half tons of the big three to compare to what we're seeing on these lots every day. We're a little choppy. Let me go this way. This will probably be the best bet for anti-chop. So if you didn't hear me before, we're going over to the big three lots. We're going to film some of their trucks over there and get an idea on their pricing, their incentives. I'm going to do an in-depth video on what the offers are for those trucks to compare to the Tundras. I like to do that 2 or 3 times a year to see where we're at. So right when we're done, we're headed to Chevy, and then we're going over to Ford. I don't know which way to walk to avoid the chop, but hey, if you can hear me, Wednesday's video, it's going to be all about the big three and their prices. So let's end this thing because we're getting choppy. God bless the United States of America. A cheers to all the military and emergency services of the United States and Canada. Be safe, be well. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the chop at the end. You guys are the best. Go watch Talladega. Go watch the Mets win Game 2 today. And there's a ton of football on. Be safe, be well. Look for this video tomorrow, long form.